How is it going, Databytes? No Data here, and welcome back to another episode of Roblox Assassin. And welcome to yet another Q&A. This is part 9? Really? Wow, we've done 8 of these before? I feel like every time I start one of these, I'm always surprised on how many we've done over the years. But yeah, this is the 9th Q&A, so in this video we're going to be answering a bunch of questions that you guys have. So once again, bottom of the screen is going to show the questions, and then in parentheses it's going to be the name of the person who asked that question. If there are no parentheses, then a bunch of people asked that same question, so I'm just answering it for pretty much everyone, because everyone asked the question. So without further ado, let's get started with the Q&A. Are you making merch? Yes! So one day I decided, hey, let's put my face on literally everything, right? So we have shirts, we have hoodies, we have posters, we have phone cases. Sure. And just for the memes, we have the No Data pillow. So yeah, it's like a purple shirt with my face on it, and it looks cool. And you could also get it in white if you don't want to look good. Just get the purple one, alright? And if you don't like my face, then we also have Purple Nation shirts and hoodies, so it says Purple Nation on it, and it looks pretty cool. So if you want to get that instead, that is also available, Purple Nation. So yeah, once again, shirts, hoodies, pillow. Please buy the pillow. If the pillow gets more sales than the clothes, I'm gonna laugh so hard. I mean, to be fair, we're all in quarantine anyway, so who really needs clothes when you have pillows? So yeah, if you want to check it out, it should be at the bottom of the video. I did integrate the store with the YouTube channels, so it should be there, but it might take a couple days for it to show up. So if it doesn't show up, link in the description. If you want to check it out, link in the description, so go ahead and check that out. Also, if you do buy something, it might take a pretty long time for you to actually get it, because you know. Anyway, yeah, we have merch now, and that was kind of the main thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep answering questions because I wasn't just gonna do a merch plug. Obviously, I'm gonna do more in the video, you know. Favorite hobby other than YouTube? Making merch, obviously. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, we're done with that. I play other video games, and I listen to music, and that's about it, really. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't do sports. I'm just not physically active. I don't have that kind of hand-eye coordination for that, you know? When did you start playing Assassin? Now, we've answered this question before. However, Roblox has actually kind of given a little indication as to when you actually got your badges. Or maybe that's Roblox Plus that does that. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's a Roblox Plus thing. Roblox Plus allows me to look at that. But anyway, yeah, I can literally go to the Assassin page and like look at the badges and see the dates that I got the badges. So I'm gonna go ahead and show that to you guys because I find that to be pretty interesting. Anyway, yeah, as you can see from the badges, I actually started playing Assassin on January 16th, 2019. No, I'm just kidding. That's definitely not accurate. I think Prisman added that Welcome to Assassin badge like around that month. But yeah, I definitely played Assassin before then. That was just a joke. So it seems like the earliest I've actually played Assassin is October 3rd, which is kind of interesting. October 3rd, 2016. That is the first ever, well, that's the earliest Assassin badge that I actually have. Again, I kind of visited Assassin during that time, but like I really didn't play it. I didn't really get into it whatsoever. And you can see that I really got into it on December 20th, 2016. That's when I reached level 5 and level 10. That's when I really started playing the game. I reached level 40 on the 22nd, I reached Prestige 3 on the 27th, I reached Prestige 5 on January 2nd, 2017, and then Prestige 10 on January 11th, so that is pretty interesting. And you can also see that I got the top 100 and top 10 badges on July 1st, 2017, because that was the very end of the first ever competitive season. As you guys know, first ever competitive season, I got top 10. So yeah, I just wanted to give a little bit more of a detailed answer to that, you know? And while we're at it, when did you start playing Murder Mystery 2? That's a good question. Let's take a look at that. So I really started playing Murder Mystery 2 in like its very early days. Again, I played Murder Mystery 1 in the past, which is technically still Murder Mystery 2. MM2 is just an update of MM1. So as you can see, I played Murder Mystery 2 during 2014. 2014 was like the first year it came out, so yeah, definitely started playing back then. You can see I reached level 10 on December 26, 2014. That was like 5 years ago. Wow, dude, That's a really long time. But yeah, you can see really didn't get into it like I did with Assassin. You can see that there were very long gaps. Like almost a year later, I reached level 20. I don't know how I feel about that. That took a very long time to reach 10 extra levels. And then I reached like levels 40, 50, and 60 in summer of 2016. And on January 1st, 2017, I did reach level 100. So that is pretty interesting. That's when I first prestiged. But even so, I'm still only like prestige 3 now, and it's 3 years later. So yeah, I've played Murder Mystery 2 for a very long time, but never really got into it like I did with Assassin. Were you the man behind the slaughter? Dude, I waited literally 5 years to make that video. See, it turns out that's actually why I made myself purple, alright? I perfectly calculated everything. I knew this was going to be a meme in 2020, so I calculated it, and then around May of 2015, I changed myself to purple, and then I made, you know, a whole YouTube channel just to make that video. All right, that was my final destiny. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, when that meme actually surfaced, it was inevitable that I had to make my own version, you know, the man behind the slaughter. So I just did it. I should point out that in that server, it took me literally an hour to become the murderer just for that 30-second clip. So, it took me a while to make that video. Did you like the 2020 egg hunt? What was your favorite egg? I say some of my personal favorites was like the roller coaster one and the bear one, because, you know, you played a little bit of the game and then you actually had like a mission where you had to do like an obby or solve a puzzle. Like you actually had those objectives. That was pretty cool. Ooh, and I also really like the speed race one where it was like its own separate map and then it felt like an awesome like spy mission. That was cool. I also really like that one. Again, I don't really have a personal favorite, but obviously I do have some favorites. Overall, my thoughts on the egg hunt this year, I enjoyed streaming it. I don't necessarily know if I would have enjoyed playing it. Like, if I didn't stream it, I feel like I would have had a really different experience, for better or for worse. But honestly, you know, I don't mind the dev hunts. I do like visiting, like, all those bunch of different games just to try them out and then like get an egg for it. I think that's really cool. It like introduces players to other games. I mean, do I like the 2018 open world better? Absolutely. I mean, those are definitely better, but I still like getting sort of introduced to those games. But then again, I guess I could play those games in my own time. I don't know, just as someone who tends to just play 1 or 2 Roblox games all the time, it's definitely refreshing just to be forced to jump into all those different games. But I don't know, I liked 2019 and I liked 2020. I understand why some people didn't like it, but overall I had a pretty good time live streaming it. But I do understand why Roblox is doing these dev hunts instead of actually like making an egg hunt. A lot of people say like, oh, Roblox is lazy, they won't make a game for the egg hunt. And I honestly don't agree with that. I would argue that it's probably easier just to make one game for the egg hunt, because like, what does Roblox do? They're just gonna hire a dev team and say, hey, make a game. Go. Like 2018, you know, 5th Team made the egg hunt. So Roblox basically just hired them and said, hey, make a game. I'd argue that the dev hunts are probably harder to put together because Roblox has to communicate with a bunch of different development teams and a bunch of different developers. And then they have to like review the games individually to make sure the eggs like aren't too easy or too hard. I feel like that's a lot harder than reviewing one full-fledged game and communicating with one developer group. So it's not that Roblox is lazy. I disagree with that. I feel like Roblox is really doing these dev hunts instead of making their own games because, you know, Roblox is completely community driven. You know, it's games made by the people for the people. So obviously when you have a big event like this, they want to show games that are actually made by the people instead of like one developer or by themselves. Obviously they want to show a bunch of different games that everyone made for these types of events. So just by the definition of what Roblox is, it seems more logical to put eggs in other games than to make a completely separate game for it. But yeah, that's my take on it. I kind of liked 2020. Do I like 2017 and 2018 better? Definitely. I definitely do like the open worlds better, but I do understand why Roblox has made this change. Will Assassin never get updated again? Oh, of course not. If Assassin hasn't updated for a couple months, it's clearly just never gonna update ever again. That totally makes sense. I've said this on live streams. Again, normally I would be upset, but do keep in mind, Prisman's dealing with this issue just as much as we are. We don't really know what Prisman's going through during this time, so cut him some slack, alright? Just give him time to deal with what is happening in the world. Again, we don't really know Prisman personally. I feel like he's one of the most mysterious developers out there, to be honest. Like, we really don't know anything about him at all. So, I don't know. Everyone is asking, where is Prisman? But nobody is asking, how is Prisman? And I know that's a meme, but seriously, that message still stands at the very moment. So, I don't know. Just be patient, hold out, we'll see what happens. People are seriously starting to say that Assassin's never gonna update or there's never gonna be a comp season. I don't know why you would jump to that conclusion. Would you rather have 100,000 pebbles or 1,000 purples? I'd probably get 100,000 pebbles and then trade them all for purples to eventually get 100,000 purples. How much is 100,000 commons anyway? Wow, that's like 830 exotics. That's a lot. You could get a couple of elegant blades with 100,000 pebbles. Can you do a bracket tournament in Assassin or MM2 with the prize like a godly exotic mythic? I'm gonna be honest, it would be cool to do a tournament like that, but I don't know, man. It's just too much work. A couple years ago, in summer 2018, Weirdbread actually did an Assassin tournament, and I saw Weirdbread do it, and he was like extremely stressed out. Like, there was so much to it, and he is like a much smaller channel, right? I don't know. That seems way too overwhelming for me. Maybe I'll do it at some point, but you guys are gonna have to like really want it. I don't know. If you guys really want me to do like a huge Assassin tournament, let me know, but like don't expect many videos during that tournament. Probably gonna be a lot of live streams. Obviously, I'm probably like gonna stream the 1v1s, but I don't know. Not planning on doing that at the moment, but it could happen. It could happen. What's your favorite food? When's the last time you ate it? My favorite food is probably pizza. I do like pizza, and I haven't had pizza since the quarantine started. And I believe it's day 39. I do think some pizza companies are actually like taking a lot of precautions so that, you know, you can still deliver pizza, but in a safe environment. But I haven't ordered pizza. I probably won't. So yeah, you know, no pizza until like July. That's nice. First video game you've ever played and favorite video game. First video game I've ever played was Super Mario 64, I believe, on the original Nintendo 64. My brother had it. My brother, who was like in high school at the time, he had a Nintendo 64. I don't know if I've ever told this story on my channel, but my oldest memory, period, of playing a video game. So my sister, who was like a year older than me, she would like play Mario 64 and I would watch, right? And then one day, she asked if I wanted to play, so she gave me the controller, and I was just like outside the castle. You couldn't really die or anything, and she just said, "Oh, do whatever you want." So I made Mario walk around in circles, and then I just gave back the controller. I didn't really know what I was doing, but yeah, she gave me the controller. I made Mario walk around in circles for like 10 seconds, and then I gave back the controller. It was a great experience. So that's my earliest memory with a video game. As for my favorite video game, you know, when it comes to that, I don't really judge a video game on like its overall quality. My favorite video games are usually the ones that I have the most memories with. So my favorite video game of all time is probably going to have to be Roblox. And again, Roblox is far from perfect. There are definitely better games that are logically better than Roblox, but again, Roblox just gave me the most memories of any video game, so that's definitely like my personal favorite. Other favorites of mine would probably be like Super Smash Bros. And Five Nights at Freddy's. I've also gotten a lot of memories from those games. Do you think Assassin will have some sort of a live event? No? That would be cool. Like, imagine if the Arctic base caught on fire, right? No, hear me out. Imagine the Arctic base catches on fire, and then the snow melts, and then it's like, it's still the Arctic base, but like the snow is all melted. So it's like all, it looks like spring, kind of, sort of. I don't know how a fire would cause that to happen, but like, I don't know. And then like maybe the map could be expanded, like, oh, the snow melted, so you can go here now. Maybe add a little bit more to the map. I don't know. That'd be cool. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I feel like Assassin's just not that sort of game. Will you play anything else besides Assassin and Murder Mystery 2? Listen, I play what the people want to see, alright? And that is mostly Assassin and Murder Mystery 2. I feel like most people on this channel tuned in for that sort of content. But if people want me to play a game, I'll play it. If people want me to play Piggy, sure, I'm down. I'm down for whatever you guys want to see. I've always had a couple of ideas for Five Nights at Freddy's videos, Would you guys watch those? Like, genuinely, if I made FNAF videos, would you guys watch them? Like, I'm not gonna become like a huge FNAF channel, but like, I've had a couple of ideas of videos I've wanted to make, and I've just never done it. And I feel like now that FNAF is kind of like coming back in popularity, I feel like it'd be really cool to make those videos. So like, would you guys watch those? Like, let me know. When will you do a hide and seek and assassin with Master, Ethan, Gaming Fusion, and Weird Bread? So all the other assassin YouTubers have kind of left. It's just me now. I mean, I think Master Chief is still gonna make some assassin videos, but like, it's not his main focus anymore. So hi guys, it's just me now. That being said, I think we are planning one more collab video, like one final collab video before everyone basically just quits. And I think it is going to be a hide and seek video. The problem with hide and seek videos nowadays is the player reveal. So if there's one more player, their position just kind of gets revealed. So that's kind of the obstacle when it comes to hide and seek. But you know, we might work around that, like, oh, if you're the last person, then you win. You were the last person. You were never found. I don't know. And then like maybe the seeker and the final person can have like a 1v1, like an honorable 1v1, and then kind of see who wins. I don't know. Just kind of throwing ideas at the wall here. But yeah, we are planning one more collab before everyone just basically leaves, because I'm the only one left. Again, I'm not planning on quitting Assassin cold turkey anytime soon, but it would be cool to play some other stuff. Again, let me know what y'all want to see. Seriously, let me know, like, down in the comments, what do y'all want to see? Have you ever lucid dreamt? Dude, that is so much fun. Like, you can literally become God in your sleep. I do sometimes. I've gotten a little bit better at controlling things, but it's pretty short-lived. I feel like once I become lucid, like a solid 30 seconds later, I'll wake up, or at least, like, not be in the dream anymore. I become, like, too self-aware. It gets weird, you know? When do you think you're going to be a star creator in Roblox? I have been emailing Roblox about that, and they told me to, like, verify by, like, putting my email address on my, like, about section, and I've done that, and I've told Roblox that I've done that, and they haven't responded to me since, and it's been a couple weeks. Again, global crisis, no rush, obviously, given what's going on. But, yeah, hit me up, Roblox. Kind of want to know what's happening with that. I kind of wanted to be a star creator in time to get the egg, like to have the egg launcher, because it'd be really cool to shoot eggs at people. But yeah, seems too late for that now. Next year, though, next year, I will shoot eggs at all of you, and you will love it. Will you grind for top 10 anymore? Probably not. Not for competitive mode. I just feel like I'm always going to get targeted by hackers. So yeah, that kind of puts me in a pickle, because now I have to trade for every single champion weapon. How's school? Bad. One thing I've learned this semester, I don't like online classes. How long do you sleep and what time do you get up? Yes and no. Literally, my sleep schedule is like completely out of whack. Because sometimes I don't have to wake up, and then some days I have to actually like wake up for a 9 a.m. lecture. Like last night, I've only gotten like 4 hours of sleep, and tonight I plan on getting like a solid 10. How does my brain handle it? I don't know. Do you like bread? I had toast for breakfast this morning. Does that count? Will you ever do admin trolling? I think I've done admin trolling on Assassin copies. Roblox Assassin with a question mark. That's probably the series where I'm going to do admin trolling, because, you know, obviously developers of those Assassin copies can give me admin. So, it's kind of fun to, like, mess around with the admin commands on Assassin. Obviously, I can't do it with the real game, but I can do it with Assassin copies, and I find that to be kind of fun. I wonder if I could do that with Murder Mystery 2 at some point. Can we get, like, a Murder Mystery 2 copy developer to make a Murder Mystery 2 copy and then, like, give me admin on it? That'd be really cool. Someone hit me up to do that. I'd be down to make a video for that. Is Homeless Man actually homeless? Homeless Man actually did get some real estate with Void Champion. Unfortunately, he traded it away, so he no longer has that real estate. But yeah, he had some level of real estate. I think he just sold his home, so he's homeless now. Are you studying or have you already graduated? I am a college freshman. And yeah, with that, guys, it's gonna be it for the Q&A. Merch in the description. Buy it. You should. You would look very snazzy. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Roblox Assassin. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all those other things that YouTube people do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay purple.